Fuck do you mean, where are we? We're in the same fucking place. The ash blonde ripped himself out of the boy's grip. They probably just got some fucking typo or something. Kachan, wait! Fuck off, nerd. Leave me alone. I'm going home. The green-haired male fell to the ground, watching as his childhood friend began to walk further away from him. The setting was the same, but deep down, they knew something was off. Everything looked right, but it was all wrong. Midoriya pulled himself to his feet, quickly jogging to catch up with the retreating ash blonde, frantically shifting his gaze around at the stores that passed by. All the TV displays and even event posters all read the same thing. It was the same exact day, but 5 years ahead. Kachan, I don't think... Damn it, Deku. The ash blonde ripped around back to the boy, his anger beyond whatever Bakugou's version of calm before. At this point, he was straight up livid, and wanted nothing more than just to go home. What the fuck is your problem, nerd? Huh? Kachan, we're not in the right place. Doing that shit again? It's obvious we're still in the same fucking city. No, Kachan, look. Shooting a finger at a nearby rack of newspapers. We're not. Look at the date. It's not just that. It's the same everywhere. It can't be a typo. The ash blonde stared at the black text on the paper. It was inevitable, and more so the obvious, that they were surely not where they should be. The two minds of the boys were getting muddled with infinite questions. How did they get there? Was it that girl? Where was she anyways? If they were in the future, does that mean they could run into their future selves? Where would they be anyways? What became of them? It was silent for a moment, as the two took the time to really let reality sink in. It had just started, and it was already too much. I just wanted to go home. Bakugou looked at his friend. Well, then, what do you suggest we do, nerd? Well, first we should rest. This is still a lot to take in, so we should stop somewhere and go over it. Then after that, we'll go from there. Fine. And the angry blonde turned around and started down the street. Midoriya followed close behind. The two took refuge at a family diner in their town that they were familiar with. Thankfully, some things never changed in the span of 5 years. As they were strolling through town, they noticed some buildings stayed, some torn down and replaced, and even some remodeled into a new futuristic and modern design, all while keeping the same home feel they had grown up with. The two males sat in silence as they ordered their meals and drinks, not bothered to peep a word until they opted it was a good time to finally bring up the elephant in the room. The blaring to the TV's speakers that hung from the wall of the restaurant pulled the boys out of their silent trance. The picture of a group of pro-heroes filled the screen, happily smiling after successfully finishing a mission as the reporter's voice over-debriefed the details of their month-long mission. Emerald eyes widened at the sight of the screen, immediately recognizing a few familiar faces. Kachan, isn't that Kaminari-kun? The pair of eyes stared at the screen in shock at the realization of their current or future classmates making an appearance on the news. Next to their yellow-haired classmate was Kirishima, along with Sero, Sato, and a few other unknown pros. Wow, that's amazing. They became pros. Midoriya whispered in awe. Bakugou stayed silent as he continued staring at the screen. The news reporter changing to a different subject that had the two jumping, like a repeated shock attack that had been going on the entirety of the day. There on the screen, a tall-built man clad in a green hero suit, detailed with black lining and white gloves, was pro-hero Deku. And to add to the surprise, a picture of the older Ash Blonde displayed next to the hero. Good evening, everyone. Today we have two very important guests visiting us. Although, unfortunately, it seems like Ground Zero is unable to make it in today due to personal reasons. Such a shame. The older green-haired hero rubbed at the back of his neck with an apologetic look. Sorry about Ground Zero. He's been busy. The reporter shook her head. No need to apologize, Deku-kun. It's always been hard to get a hold of Ground Zero. He's rarely made any appearances in the media lately, so I'm not surprised. But it's fine. I'm sure Ground Zero is out working hard to keep our city safe. We are truly in debt to all of you. The older male gave a shy chuckle. Kachan is, well, he does always work hard, but I won't lose to him. Such a nice rivalry. The two younger boys kept their eyes glued to the screen as the interview went on. Wow, it's me. It's really me. Emerald eyes started to become glassy with tears. The angry blonde clicked his tongue. You're still a damn awkward nerd. Hey, Kachan, do you think we'll be able to meet our future selves? Wouldn't that be amazing? The ash blonde scowled at his friend. Why the fuck would we? Don't you know about don't interact with anyone in a different timeline phenomena? It would just mess shit up for when we go back to our regular time, dumbass nerd. He spat. Midoriya shyly eased down into his seat, awkwardly avoiding his gaze. I guess you're right. As time passed, the sun had fully set and night pulled in. The two had to think of a game plan. Obviously, it was out of the question to go to their houses, as their parents would be there, and it wouldn't quite make sense with their younger selves would be presented to their parents of the future. They couldn't go back to school, as they had been already graduated from UA. They also had no one to turn to, so reaching out to anyone for a place to stay would also go along with the taboo of encountering anyone in the future time-space. So the only viable option was to stay at a hotel and see what the days took them. And luckily the boys still had some spare cash to be able to afford a room. Alright, nerd, keep all your shit and stay on your side and we won't have a problem. Got it? The freckled boy nodded. No complaints here, Kachan. The ash blonde rolled his eyes. Whatever. I'm taking a shower and knocking the fuck out. I'm beat as hell. This is really all too fucking much. Grumbled, walking to the bathroom. As his friend was in the bathroom, the smaller male gazed out of the window, watching the scatter of city lights from the view. Everything was still the same, yet felt so different. The boy's heart throbbed with a mixture of excitement and fear at the same time. What did the future have in store for them? So, there's chapter 2. I know you guys have been waiting for this. I recorded all of chapter 2 and edited it before, and I accidentally deleted it. So that's why there's no bloopies this time. And I'm also recording with Apple headphones in my phone, so let me know which you like better, with the headset and recording it with my computer. And yeah, the next fan fiction I'm going to be reading in between each chapter of Mirai, because I'm going to alternate, is called Icarus. So if you can guess what that one is, then cool. You can comment it, I guess. It is a Boku no Hero Academia one, because that is what's popular right now. But I will probably branch out and do some other shows, like Naruto, I guess. I know that one's another popular one, which I haven't seen anybody do any other ones except for maybe a few Tanjiro ones. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next chapter, or whatever I post in between. Like, oh, if you have any recommendations for some one-shots to read in between chapters, then comment them, because I'd love to hear what you guys want. Anyway, bye.